see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oregon's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got a man, it's Cavazos. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Makes the grab. It's Hill. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Illinois' offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And has got to grow, it's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll go to the ground. Across the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up play.
Turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage. That's down without taking any punishment. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Illini.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Well, they block the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. It's Cavazos. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Cavazos. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Kamara. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense wastes time getting the timeout called.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Pulls it in. It's Peppers. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Dyer. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make...
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to throw. It's Dyer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He got it. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back. Pitch his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Smith dropping to pass. Looking left. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned. Says he's up to the 31.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got it down the right side. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Illinois.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got a man. It's Irvin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kamara. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the...
There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Pushes ahead. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.